So today we're going to be making some beautiful, delicious bread that if you were to bring to somebody's house for a party, they wouldn't even know what to say. It's so easy and so simple, but it tastes so delicious, your friends are going to think you spent hours and hours slaving over a hot stove. So first we're going to take and add 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, to a large bowl. We're going to add in our dry active yeast. It can be instant. I had instant laying around. It can be just regular. You're adding salt. I'm putting in some spices of thyme, some black pepper, and to that we'll take and add hot tap water. Get your tap water as hot as it'll go, and that should be good enough. Pour it in. And to that, I added 3 large minced garlic cloves. Get a garlic presser. It'll make your life easier. I spent 40 years of my life without getting one. And now that I have one, I wish I had it before. So get you and put in some garlic. I don't even know how that sentence just happened. Just ignore that. Add some garlic in. If you don't want to add these savory spices to it, you can leave them out. Say if you wanted to have bread that you could slice up, add some cinnamon garlic butter to, then you don't have to add that. I wanted a savory bread so that you could dip it into garlic, olive oil, and enjoy. So this is more of a savory recipe. So how much time did we spend there? Maybe a minute. Now we added everything, and we're just going to take our spatula and mix it. Now for this bread recipe, you're going to need a Dutch oven. If you do not have a Dutch oven, please get yourself a Dutch oven. You will not go wrong. If I could just reduce all of my pots and pans to one and had no other choice, I would stick with a Dutch oven because there's so many applications and uses for it. Like today, you're gonna bake bread in it. And the reason why the Dutch oven works is because when you put the bread in it and the lid on it, you're basically steaming it inside of its own baking conditions, I guess you could say. And you'll see that it makes a beautiful, beautiful, easy bread. So after you mix and incorporate your dough thoroughly with your spatula, you're going to take some plastic wrap, which I can't stand plastic wrap. See, I had to cut it there because you didn't see what I was dealing with. Take your plastic wrap, put it over your bowl. I put my dough in a turned off oven and just leave it in there for 2 hours until it doubles in size. And there you go. That's what mine looked like after 2 hours. So flour a surface, get it nice and floured, and you're going to dump out your dough onto your floured surface. And from here, you can flip it over with your hands, but let me tell you another investment you need to make. A bench scraper. A bench scraper makes your life so much easier in so many ways. It helps clean off surfaces. It helps you turn. It's just get you a bench scraper. They're everywhere. They're super easy to use. They're super cheap, and you will not go wrong. So with that dough, we're going to turn it out, put it on our well-floured surface, and from here you're just turning it. Flipping it, turning it. Do it about 12 times. You can get that flour incorporated. Not totally incorporated, but you're going to see that just loosely having that flour is going to give it a beautiful appearance at the back end. And that's it. I mean, that's not hard at all, is it? Just kind of push it together, form a ball. And from there, you're going to take a parchment-lined bowl. You can use the same bowl that you had before. I just happened to use a different bowl. And take your dough, drop it in there. That's not bad, huh? Pretty easy. And you're going to cover with a towel. Now you're going to set this dough aside for 35 minutes, but remix. Start over. But as you set this dough aside for 35 minutes, you're going to want to prepare your Dutch oven and your regular oven. So from there, while this is resting, you're going to turn on your oven to 450 degrees. You're going to put in your Dutch oven, or for me, I put in my Dutch oven and then turned it to 450 degrees. And you're going to let that warm up for 35 minutes while your dough rests. It's not hard to do. After it's up to temperature, you're going to take out your Dutch oven with your fancy, I highly recommend you get those gloves too. I guess I can start providing links for this stuff. Pay no attention to my wardrobe there. It's my house. Okay? Mind your business. All right? Okay. Now, put the lid on. You've dropped your parchment in there, your dough ball. Put the lid back on. And from there, you're going to put it into your oven. And you're going to let it bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can pull it back out. Don't turn your oven off. Don't drop it either, like an idiot. Those ovens are very heavy, the Dutch ovens. Regular ovens are heavy too. Anyway, you're going to take your parchment paper out. That's why it's so handy to have these type of gloves. Put your bread back into your Dutch oven, and this time you're going to leave the top off, the lid off, and this is what's going to get that crustiness on the outside. I did mine for another 20 minutes. You can do yours longer, depending on how brown and crusty you want it, and just keep an eye on it. After that, I pulled mine out, and look at this bread. My God, it's beautiful. Check this out. Oh, yeah. See? That's it. Your bread's done. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, my goodness, please, please make this bread. It's crusty. It's gorgeous. Make it. You'll love it. You'll impress your friends, your family, whoever. And just enjoy. Have fun.